I don't know, Whole Foods, we used to call it whole paycheck because it's very expensive. So you know what? Of course you're going to weigh less if you're shopping at Whole Foods because
you're buying less food.
You know, you can't fill your basket up there.
Right.
I mean, you're going to it's either you wouldn't be able to pay your mortgage if you did full grocery shopping at Whole Foods.
Exactly.
And of course, you know, it's all bird food. I'm sorry. All of this healthy stuff. I mean, I'm a healthy eater.
I love stuff like that, but that's twigs and berries.
Yeah, it's twigs and berries put into some nice fancy package, making you feel, you know, like you're doing something. You know, you can be healthy at Albertsons. Sure. I think this is all about money. And, you know, of course, if you go to Whole Foods, you're going to get less real food. Bring on Albertsons. I'm sorry. Anytime. I live by it, die by it. Not Albertsons here, but I'm just saying, you know, grocery stores in general. Yeah. I mean, these Whole Foods. I'm not a bird, believe it or not. I need to have real food. I mean, have you been? Exactly. Does a bird burp? Do birds burp?
They probably chirp.
What do they do?
They chirp.
What do birds do? I don't know. Do they? No, that's not what a bird doesn't do. That.
Cats, man.
If a bird does that, you've got a serious problem. If your bird's
you're going to make a lot of money.
If your bird's doing that, your birds had some of that. And speaking of herbs and twigs, and I think a lot of people at Whole Foods do a lot of that as well.
There you go. There you go. It's
you
all
know, those
starting to
hippies.
make sense.
It's all making sense now.
And then, you know, Whole Foods is sort of like the nightclub of grocery stores. So you can go in and do you sort of like checking out people and see what they're buying. And, you know, I always see the real thin, like, skinny girls that look like they don't really eat. Like, they go in for a juice and some sunflower seeds, and that's about it. So,
right.
You know, it's like a pickup place, too. So, I mean, you know.
Well, when I go to the grocery store, all I want to pick up is my food and get home and eat it. So I'll let you hang out at Whole Foods Market with the other birds and the big birds and the crows and the woodpeckers and the hawks and whatever else is going on in there. You know, the blue jays, the robins, the sparrows, exactly, the hummingbirds. I'm going to a real grocery store. I need real food. Well, wow, we're coming up, you know, towards the end of the show. I didn't think I was going to make it. Not in a good mood today. Feel better because the dungeon is gone. Right. So I'm glad I've gotten this far. And you know what? I've got a lot of these. So let's do, you know, I just thought of something.
What's that?
Birds can't burp. Huh. Birds can't burp. I just found this out.
They only chirp.
Yeah. And you know what? My producer, our illustrious producer, who eats like a bird every day, I might add,
a pterodactyl?
Yeah, a pterodactyl.
What?
He let me know that according to Cha-Cha, that birds can't burp. I have no idea what Cha-Cha is.
That's like a salsa dance
exactly.
or something, right?
He couldn't just say Wikipedia says this or CNN says this. He's got to tell me Cha-Cha. Who the hell is Cha-Cha? Well, he was talking about...
Chachi loves...
He was talking about he had a crush or something. Maybe Cha-Cha's his girlfriend, and Cha-Cha just called in to let him know that birds can't burp. She's supporting her man.
Thanks, Cha-Cha.
Thank you, Cha-Cha, whoever you are.
Appreciate it.
I would say go to chacha.com, but that could bring up something, a whole can of worms, no pun intended, and I don't want to be responsible.
Right.
Exactly. I don't want to put any spam of the XXX variety on our listeners' computers. Well, speaking of that sounder, time for my favorite part of the show. Let's do this. Got a lot of these.
What the?
Did you just call his girlfriend a XXX star?
No,
Cha-cha?
not at all.
Oh, okay.
I just said if you go to chacha.com, that sounds like, you know, I don't know if that's an above-board site. I guarantee you chacha.com will bring up something because every damn thing, every word has a .com.
Yeah.
chacha.com. If anyone out there wants to see what that brings up, I have no idea. This is not some... you know, set up here. I have no idea. I guarantee you something has got to come up. You know what? Maybe it's some like dance website. I don't know. So. You know, you do the cha-cha. Anyways. The first story. Oh, wow. See? I was wrong. It's a text message service.
Oh, really?
Now, how the text message service...
probably like the KGB thing.
Did the text message service like text us and let us know about these birds not burping? I don't know what's going on. I don't want to try and figure it out.
Why are we still
I'll
talking
talk to
about
one of
it?
these crazy teachers. I'm sure that they do a lot of cha-cha in their class. First story, and my favorite part of this of the show. This is out of Glenville, Pennsylvania. We're out of the southern region, back up here to the northeast. Now, we all like to, or most of us do, like to indulge in a beer or a nice fine
have
wine.
A baby I can trade for a beer?
Or, he really wanted his beer or some liquor or what have you.
Sure.
This man really liked to indulge.
No?
Get this. Now, I want you to close your eyes.
All right.
And I want you to envision this because radio is theater of the mind.
Absolutely.
We're in Glenville, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Grass
And I want you to think of a field.
I saw grass and trees.
Exactly.
Okay.
All grass and trees, and there's a field. Now, get this. There was actually a guy from Maryland in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Police said this Maryland man was so drunk
He was in the
after
wrong
driving. Yeah, that could be the case, too. He was so drunk after driving into a central Pennsylvania field that a farmer had to carry the handcuffed suspect out in the bucket of his tractor. That's right. Man's name is Sean Anthony Hott. He is from Boonesboro, Maryland. Boonesboro, yes, that's a real place.
That's where they make Boone's Farm.
I don't know.
See, Boone's and Farm.
Makes
he was
sense
trying to make
now.
it home.
He had to be pulled to safety after he was nearly run over by his own truck. He was driving through the fields. Happened last week, Sunday night, and he fled police before nearly hitting a herd of cows in Glenville. This is outside of Harrisburg.
Move over.
He surrendered and he collapsed behind his truck, which started to drift back toward him. It wasn't put in park. The truck starts coming back after he surrendered. The officer tried to pull him away. Then he needed the farmer to carry him back to his patrol car. They couldn't do it, so they backed up the tractor. And, you know, the tractors that have the, you know, that goes up and then down and then digs, the big scoops. They just, you know, scooped up a little bit of earth and scooped up the drunk man, raised that up, and they just delivered him in style to the police car. And hopefully they put that thing back down and then just pulled him out instead of raising the tractor thing to the up and just dropping him 15 feet. So, I bet he had a serious hangover.
Oh, yeah.
Serious hangover.
Wow.
New York.
Our backyard.
Our backyard. Get this. There's actually a New City, New York.
Yeah, I knew that.
Which is a suburb of New York City. Mm-hmm. New City, New York. Now, get this. There was a fight at a dog park. And it didn't involve two dogs.
So Michael Vick was not around.
Michael Vick was not around.
All
We
right.
had none of that going on. Two men got into an argument, and somebody got bit. Dog park, argument, biting. You would think that a pit bull got out of control.
Yeah. The owner sicked the dog on the other guy or something?
Exactly. That's not what happened.
Oh, wait.
One man bit another man during a fight over the dogs. That's exactly what happened. Right now, I would put a dog sound here, a dog barking sound, but I wasn't thinking forward enough tonight to do that. So I don't. I like that. That's good. Yes, that's what was happening. Oh, yes, there they are. Man bites man, not man bites dog. And I have to admit that this happened in our backyard.
That's crazy.
New City, New York.
Were they going to put him down?
I don't know. Does he have rabies? I don't know. You never know what's going on. That'll be interesting.
Wow. Have your owner spayed or neutered.
Exactly. Bob Barker's on the case right now. PETA's on the case as well.
Oh,
if PETA's on the case.
You know they're on the case.
PETA's on the case. They won't let up.